And this is the title of what I'm talking about. Hunting is not the devil. And that's why I'm talking about it right now. Is because, you know, hunting to me is awesome. I like doing it. If you're wondering what that's about. Why did I choose this topic? Because I love hunting, and I want to influence non-hunters, which I'm pretty sure we have a lot of those in the house tonight. Change the public perception, stop the hunting hatery, and get people like where we're at. So yeah, if we take it back to the very early days of hunting, it was a pretty big deal. Before we had tampons and toilet paper, we had hunting. It was that big of a deal. It was a necessity, and it was how we survived as a species. So why does modern man hunt? That was, a necessity. That was the survival of the species. Well, to put it into words, it's very hard to do. And it's all those words right there. It's boring, it's challenging, it's fun. You get happiness, you get joy out of it, and that's why we do it. But the main reason that it's a benefit to the herd of animals is that you get to balance the surplus of animals. You get to do this through established seasons, dates, rules, and regulations, and it stops overpopulation. So what happens if you don't you don't hunt? Well, you bust them in the woods, or you bust them with your hoods. And that's what happens right there. Just a few facts: 1.5 billion car accidents with deer each year, $1 billion in vehicle damage. So it is a real problem. If you like Cocoa Puffs and possibly Twinkies, I don't know what they're made out of, but if they're corn, well, deer love corn, and they will eat it up like crazy. And I couldn't find a fat deer, but that's a fat cow. Also, we have an imbalance of predators if we don't hunt. There's a lot of controversy going on with Ashley Judd in Alaska. A lot of people know about that. Well, if you don't kill the wolves through hunting, you're going to kill them through gassing wolf puppies and stuff in dens, and that's not cool either. So, conservation. This is what hunting is all about. Federal excess taxes, duck stamps. Over here we got duck hunters generated $700 million all through duck stamps, and all that goes into wildlife refuge. Popularity of hunting, it's a big deal. A lot of people hunt, more than you think. 12.5 million. That's the population of Los Angeles and New York combined. And there's not a lot of people in here, but it's a big deal. Promise. And hunters and ballers. No, it's not. They spend on average $1,992 each year on their sport, so it's a big contribution to the economy. It's $24.9 billion that we spend, towards the economy. And then all of a sudden we have this big revelation that, hey, we've been doing this for thousands of years. That's stupid. Let's not do that. And it really started gaining steam probably about 20 years ago. And just to clarify, only 3% of the people actually live the animal rights philosophy. So, this new perception that we have had of hunting is that we are vampires of wildlife, that we take from, whatever. We take from wildlife, we take from nature, and that we're unethical and cruel. So, just to put it out there, Pamela Anderson is for PETA, so it must be a good idea, right? They euthanize their animals that they take in. It's actually over 90% of the animals that they take in over 5 years that they euthanize. That's 23,000 in 10 years. So, it's not all to blame on animal rights, why we have a bad perception. We've actually imploded a lot of this. A lot of it's our fault. We've neglected the heritage, the future of our sport, and a lot of that rests at our feet. It's our responsibility, and we got guys like this running around doing YouTube stuff, I guess. For instance, wildlife managers, wildlife biologists. You can see a decline in wildlife biologists of 60% in 20 years. How do you let that happen whenever you have that much money getting pumped into the economy? It shouldn't happen. Also, we have a debate over ethical hunting. We have this term that hunters use called ethical hunting. I don't understand that. You kill them faster, quicker, and cleaner. And to me, where does it end? Tranquilizing animals, it's at some point it's got to stop. And also we got results-based entertainment. You look at Anthony Bourdain's show, if he doesn't kill an animal, it's no big deal. It's a good story. With us, the hunting that we have now is focused on dead animals, producing good content and stuff like that. So the future forecast for hunting is, I think we're going to see a technological backlash. We're going to have more people get involved with bow hunting, more primitive stuff, and old camouflage patterns are actually coming back. And we love animals too. I ran out of slides and that's all I can think of, but that's my baby right there, Blue. He's a pit bull. And I've just recently become a pit bull evangelist, but it is what it is. We love animals just like you guys.